What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is ASAS Pixel Studio. It's another editing tutorial in Photoshop. So today we'll be editing this image and to get something like this, from this to this. Okay, so maybe you took a shot and it's in a rough room, or you have a rough background and you want to clear the background. I'm just going to show you how to go about removing those things with just three simple tools. Okay, so let's get started. The first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to rasterize the layer. So let's rasterize the layer. So I'm going to place this under. So we're working with this image. Let's make this a little bit bigger. All right, so now we're working with this one. I'm going to name it image and hit enter, and then we're going to grab the tool we're to use. I'm going to use this one, the rectangular macro tool, which is a very simple tool. And now what we simply need to do is to draw a straight line like this and make it bigger. Remember, don't make it cross the other lines, just a very little portion you just need to, and cover some places that you see in the image. Now what you need to do is to do Ctrl T to bring up the transform tool and hold down shift and drag it out, and you're going to have it like this. Now remember, you need to just drag it out a little bit so as it won't look you can see the stretch. The stretch will not be too obvious. So I'm going to leave it like that and hit enter. And next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to also cover all this side. So let's quickly do that. Right, so now that we have a little bit clean up, I'm going to leave this tone alone, or we can as well remove it by just taking the rectangular macro tool and just drawing a box like this to where our leg is, and let's take it further downward, and then we pick the clone stamp tool. Oh, come on, let's draw it again somewhere around here like this. Let's take it downwards and then pick the patch tool and drag it towards this side, and we can even do it like this and then leave it. So all we just need to do is to remove this last one. So I'm just going to make a circular one and then drag it towards somewhere here like this and then leave it. So we have that. Now it's not clean enough, but we need to clean the rest part of the background. For instance, let's start with the hair side. So I'm just going to draw a line like this and then clean it. I'm going to grab the other tool, which is the clone stamp tool. Why is it removing? Oh god. Okay, let's grab this one, the lasso tool, and then you grab like this, make a drawing and like that. Okay, so you grab the clone stamp to sample outside. So this this boundary we drew, we actually restrict the brush from acting on the face. So since we have that, we just need to paint inward like this and like that and remove all that. Okay, so let's continue. I'm going to do the same for this place. Grab this tool so quickly. So now that we have that, the next thing we're going to do is to use the mixer tool brush, and we're going to mix the two colors together. So now you can check the settings like this, and then you can start drawing and mixing the colors together like this to erase all those lines and make the background smooth. Okay, so now let's focus more on the lighting. So for the light, we are going to actually grab a curve. Now for the curve, I'm just going to use the curve. Now the direction of the light is this way, so definitely we need this other upper part to be as white as this one. So I'm just going to grab this one. So what we need to do is to go ahead inside the curve and then make it darker like this, and just let's make it a little bit darker like that and close it. And we're going to grab our normal brush and let's invert this control. No, let's not invert, let's create X. Hit X to make the foreground color black, and then we're going to just click on our face and something like this. Ctrl Z. I'm going to make the brush very strong, a little bit harder like that, but has a soft edge. Alright, so now we can create that like this, one dab, and let's remove this side as well. I'm going to bring it soft and slow, make it curve, and as well I'm going to zoom out and create some of the lighting on the floor like this, and probably give some of this place low flow and make it big and give it a little bit like that. So now what we need to do is to, let me increase it, do some blur. So blur the mask. I'm going to go to Gaussian blur and I'm going to blur it. You can continue till we have a very oh, we've blurred everything, so let's take it backwards. So something real like this should be fine. It's okay. So we have it like this, and you can see our before and then our after. So now one more thing, we just need to grab another curve and bring it down what a little bit, so like this, and we're going to do the same thing. Make the brush bigger, hit once, and I'm just going to leave it like this, and probably give a reflection, make this one smaller and hit once. So something like this, as if the light is coming from the left and, you know, displaying on the floor through like that. So now I'm going to go ahead and go to filter, blur, Gaussian blur, and I'm going to blur it the same amount. So let's blur it a little bit bigger, and it's okay. So it's left for us to decrease the opacity of each one you want. I'm going to decrease the opacity of this one. All right, so something like this. And now let's even remove it from, let's select this marks, remove it from this side. Okay, so it's darker like that. And this one as well, I'm going to decrease the flow to somewhere around 11 and probably give some of the dark side like that. All right, so for this one I'm just going to give it some look. Now it's left for us to brighten up the body. So let's hide it. I'm going to hide it from some places. Hit X, hide it from our body, 100. Let's hide it from the face and the body like that. Ctrl Z. Okay, so hiding it from the body. It's X on the keyboard. I'm gonna do the same here as well. Ctrl Z. Let's brighten up the body. Go ahead, increase the exposure. Good. So just like that, and we're done. All right, so now we're going to create let's take it above, place it above, grab the color balance, and then go to the shadows. We're going to add some blue tint to the shadows, just blue, and maybe kind of a little bit green and cyan to make it cooler. We're going to go to the highlight, give it some red tones and some yellow feel like that, and then we're going to go to the mid-tones and probably add some of the magenta and some red to it like this. So we have a little bit of color grade on it. So we have before and after. All right, so out of every other thing, this is how we achieve that.